Nancy Pelosi speaking. Is that meant to incentivize me returning to the DNC? I guess she is like the architect of our victory right now, so sure. They're gonna build statues of her, folks.
Hello, California. Hello, Maryland.
It's not California. You're in Illinois.
Hello, Democrats. On January 20th, 2021, with the inauguration of Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, we established one of the most successful presidencies of modern times. And we quickly proved that Democrats deliver. Millions of jobs, stronger infrastructure and rural broadband, a Biden child tax credit, rescuing human pensions, honoring our veterans, bold climate action, lowering the cost of prescription drugs, all thanks to President Biden's patriotic vision of a fairer America, doing so with liberty and justice for all.
She's drunk.
Thank you, Joe.
She is 84. Like all powerful people in the Democratic Party, she is ancient. Yeah. She's just 84. Honestly, she looks pretty good for 84, but that's, that's work for you. And she's made a lot of money insider trading, so, she's using some of that to her benefit, I guess. Yeah, I genuinely, Nancy Pelosi is the person I most want, like, insider info on. I really just want to know what shifted in her brain to make her go from being, like, the defender of the neoliberal establishment to like the fucking playmaker of the century, it's crazy. Kenneth, stop adding me for everything.
And I know that Vice President Harris is ready to take us to new heights. I've known Kamala Harris for decades. Personally, I know her a person of deep faith, which is reflected in her community care and service. Officially, she is a leader of strength and wisdom and eloquence on policy, most recently demonstrated fighting for women's right to choose. Politically, she is astute and strategic in winning difficult elections, quickly securing the nomination with dignity and grace, and choosing Tim Walz as our vice president.
You ever see Nancy Pelosi at the beach? Oh, yeah.
I had the honor of serving with Tim for 12 years in the Congress. He united Democrats, Republicans, and independents to turn a red district blue. He showed courage when he came to Congress in voting for the Affordable Care Act, meeting the needs of his constituents despite Republicans' lies and misrepresentation. When he went home, won the election,
they're gonna build statues of her.
To Congress, he fought for our Americans' heroes as the Democratic leader of the Veterans Affairs Committee. Thank you, Tim. January 6th was a perilous moment for our democracy. Never before had a president of the United States so brazenly assaulted the bedrock of our democracy, so gleefully embraced political violence, so willfully betrayed his oath of office. Let us not forget who assaulted democracy on January 6th. He did. But let us not forget who saved democracy that day. We did.
I wonder if her husband being attacked actually.
God.
Do you think someone? I forget who, but somebody in chat suggests that. I wonder if her husband being attacked actually was one of the big factors in this big switch up. Like, I don't know. can you imagine? She's been one of the main proponents of like establishment, reach across the aisle, bipartisan neoliberal consensus for decades. One of the strongest voices in the Democratic Party, pulling things back towards the center, and then some far right maniac tries to kill you, nearly kills your husband, and everyone on the right thinks it's hilarious. I can imagine that would be like a Joker moment for a lot of people, even people who are like pretty insincere and establishment pilled, like she is. You know, that would be like a. If there was anything in her that sincerely believed in bipartisanship up until that point, that probably would have killed it.
We had a Democratic House of Representatives then. We returned to the Capitol that very same night. We insisted on certifying the election results on the floors of the House and the Senate. And we demonstrated to America and to the world that American democracy prevailed. The parable of January 6th reminds us that our democracy is only as strong as the courage and commitment of those entrusted with its care. And we must choose leaders who believe in free and fair elections, who respect the peaceful transfer of power. The choice couldn't be clearer. Those leaders are Vice President Harris and Governor Walz. When the sun rose on January 7th, as our national anthem declares, we gave proof through the night that our flag was still there.
Banger line, Speaker Pelosi.
Now, in this election, we are called upon to do the same, to stand together, to reject autocracy, to choose democracy, and we will do so by electing a Democratic House with Hakeem Jeffries as Speaker of the House, electing a Democratic Senate, electing Tim Walz as Vice President of the United States, and electing Kamala Harris as the President of the United States. Onward to victory!
Onward to victory. It's very aggressive language. All right, Pelosi. March. We're doing our own January 6th. We're doing our own August 21st. March to Mar-a-Lago from Chicago.